And it is the Kiss Station, Kiss 104.7, the best music and more chances to win. And good morning to you. Hope you're doing very well. Weather-wise, looking at sunny skies, no mention of rain in the forecast. Looking at a high today, a little bit cooler. We're looking at about 88, 89, somewhere in that area. And humidity is definitely going to be down a little bit, so just keep that in mind. Now, we got my main man on the line. We've been looking forward to this, and it is Living Darian. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing real good, man. Let me say, first of all, it is a pleasure to have you on the show, Graham. How you doing today?
I'm awesome. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, man, it is our pleasure. So, obviously you are doing so well. We have featured your music several times, and it is just a great pleasure to have you on the show. And I wanted you to give everybody a little backstory on how you got started, because I know you were born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, and Ohio has had many, many great artists. There's a whole plethora of everybody from the Cleveland people, like the OJs, the Men at Large, and Levert and all that, to the Dayton people with Roger Troutman and Zapp and Ohio players. And man, you come from a long line also. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, and like you're saying, in Cincinnati as well, where I'm from. My father played with James Brown. King Records was here. But I met him later on in life when I was about 30. But I got started in music by playing drums. I started taking lessons at 10 years old and had to play the snare drum by itself for a few years until I finally got a drum set. And I was able to play my first wedding when I was about 14 years old. And my family had a piano. So I grew up playing the piano and the drums, and I wrote poetry. I used to relieve pain back then. And so with the poems and the beats and the piano, I started rapping. That's really how I started with hip hop.
Wow, that's awesome. Now you said that you're the son also of a great musician that played with James Brown and Otis Williams, right?
Yeah, Calvin Gosher, he just unfortunately passed on the beginning of the year. A few months later. But I got the chance to meet him at the meeting.
That's
happy.
Now, you've also done a whole lot of projects with MTV, BET, and CBS and Fox, and a whole lot more, right?
Yeah, I work for a local TV station here in Cincinnati, ARC as well. After that, I went to private production company. Made a lot of commercials, TV shows, things like that, all behind the scenes stuff. And
wow. That's awesome, man. Wow. Now this isn't your first project either. Tell everybody about all the different projects that you have done.
Well, I've been recording since I was about 16 when I first, I got a 4-track when I was like 14, so I started recording. But my first real studio, I think I built probably about 16 years old. And I was making beats, just no loop, just playing the keyboard for 3 minutes at a time. And then just rapping on them. Then I give the music away. And then, I don't know, since then I've had 5 or 6 albums that I've finished. I don't believe all of them, like, online. But this is probably my 4th album online that you can search and find at the drop of a hat. So, but this is actually the first time. There's actually no rap at all on this album. I just kind of grew out of it. And So I don't even have one verse where I rap on it. It's different for me.
Wow. Now, you had a song called One Song that was submitted for a Grammy, right?
Correct. In 2019, the Grammys was the State Kobe guys was the Grammys that I didn't win the Grammy for. so let me just say. But yeah, One Song was a big deal for me, and that song was really, it was kind of like the world, it came from the energy of the world at that time. I had to let it out. That really changed everything for me. I saw firsthand that music actually changed things. And it was really awesome to read messages from people telling them how certain songs help them get through a really hard time, or even just study. So, I mean, that's why I started writing songs in the first place.
Right. Wow. Now, Hold My Heart is your latest single, and it's doing very well. What was the inspiration behind that song?
That was a song where I started creating the music from a standpoint of not really knowing what I wanted to do, just because it felt good. More and more sounds. And by the time the music was finished, I was so excited. The words just kind of came out for that song, and I think I wrote the words for that song in about 20 minutes. And that's actually one of my favorite songs. And like all my songs, I take experiences of my life and incorporate them as much as I can into a positive outcome song emotionally, because I think artists have a responsibility to their listeners to take care of their listener as best they can.
Totally agree with you. And obviously, your art is an expression of life, and a true artist, puts that into his music, right?
Right, exactly.
Now, you do have a new album that's going to be released tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yep. I'm excited. It's called The Journey. And I think my favorite song on it is A Tie Between The Journey, which is a song I wrote for my kids, especially my daughter, but with a theme that everybody can appreciate. The journey is a metaphor for life. It's an adventure. So the whole album is like an adventure of life, up and down. And then the other song, I don't know what I got a dance for the song Blue Sky. That's my hands down favorite, and I really don't know. But I can listen to that song over.
Wow. Like I said, even with Hold My Heart, which is just a great song, looking forward to hearing the rest of the album. I remember in your bio, you said it's a great album for a road trip. So that's a lot of positivity, and that, when you have that music, that I call it feel-good music. Is that what The Journey is too?
A lot of it, but like I said, it's kind of a reflection of life. Like, life doesn't always feel good. But if you just hold on and keep going, it's going to get better. So that's kind of how The Journey is. I try to encompass a range of emotions. There's a little bit of sadness, but I don't harp on the sadness. I kind of let the sadness grow into something else, something better, something bigger. But that's kind of why I think it's a good road trip song, because it takes you through so much emotion.
That's awesome. Now, it's going to be released tomorrow, and tell everybody how they can, get the album, how they can get in contact with you, all that, your social. The floor is yours.
Okay. Well, you can follow me anywhere on social networks. The social network /Living Darian, Darian. If you're speaking to your search engine, it'll give you an E-N. But if you give that A in, then you should be able to find me. You can pre-save the album right now on Spotify, so as soon as it's released, you can listen to it. And anywhere, iHeartRadio, Pandora, you just want to listen to it, stream it. If you want to buy it, download it, you get Spotify, Apple. It's pretty much everywhere, as long as you just spell the name right. And that's Living, just says L-I-N-D-I-N-G, and then Darian, D-A-R-I.
Awesome. I love that. Now, there's people that's going to hear this. There's kids that's going to hear this. There's people listening now. What advice would you give to somebody that is listening to you and they say, I want to be where he is. I want to follow my dream. I want to make my music, and I want to put out projects like you are. What advice would you give an up and coming artist that's listening to you right now?
Well, the thing I tell myself is there's nothing. I tell myself that over and over, and in so many aspects of my life. I think it's because I never really had anybody to tell me there's something else, but it's what I believe and it's how I live. So my advice to anyone, no matter what you're doing, is that we're really powerful beings and we need to just kind of push our potential and make it all a reality. And don't give up. There's a lot of people that gave up right there, right before the finish line, and never knew it was there. Mm-hmm. Gotta keep going.
Wow. Great advice, man. Great advice. All right. Wow. Give everybody that information one more time, because I definitely want to make sure that they pick up your latest album. It's going to be released tomorrow, The Journey.
And it's The Journey is the name of the album, and the artist's name is Living, L-I-N-D-I-N-G, Darian, D-A-R-I-A-N. And if you just search that on Google, it should pop up. But you can pre-save it right now on Spotify, Google, Apple Music. You can stream it. You can stream my 2 singles today on iHeartRadio and Pandora. So it's everywhere. And you can follow me on any of the social medias by /Living Darian.
Love it. All right. Man, it is a pleasure to finally be able to talk to you. We have obviously played your music a lot, and they really going to be definitely hearing Hold My Heart a lot.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Man, we appreciate you. You have a home here, and hopefully we can chop it up again real soon.
Okay, I look forward to it.
All right. Hey, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. Hi, this is Living Darian, and this is my new song, Hold My Heart. It's up.
Hold my heart by yours, pull me closer, don't you think about letting go. 'Cause all my life I searched for someone like you, got a taste, you got me wanting some more. The sky is clear, look at the stars. There's no place like here, right where you are. All those lonely nights are over, alone under the moon. The city lights were cold, but now you're have lots of fun. Hold my heart by yours, pull me close and don't think about letting go. 'Cause all my life I've searched for someone like you. Got a taste, you got me wanting some more. Hold my heart by yours, pull me close and don't you think about letting go. 'Cause all my life I've searched for someone like you. Got a taste, you got me wanting some more. Hold my heart by yours, pull me close and don't you think about letting go. 'Cause all my life I've searched for someone like you. Got a taste, you got me wanting some more. Hold my heart by yours, pull me close and don't you think about letting go. 'Cause all my life I've searched for someone like you. Got a taste, you got me wanting some more.
Bringing it to you live. Number one in the street.